Hey guys, so I want to do a quick comparison between Champions Arena and BigTime. So first off, disclaimer, it's not financial advice. It's not about telling you what to play. Stick to your preferences and play whatever you like. Also, keep in mind that things might change depending on what the developers do, how they change their stuff. So keep that in mind. So Champions Arena is a turn-based RPG and BigTime is a MMORPG. So both have got Web 2 and Web 3 aspects, and you can enjoy them whatever way you prefer. So one of the major things that's always an issue when it comes to these type of games is what type of graphics do you prefer? So if you come from the Web 2 space, a lot of people is it's got to be high-end quality and it's got to be realistic, or they've got their expectations. I don't think the graphics in both of these cases is bad. In my opinion, you can rate them about a 7 out of 10. So, like me, I don't like playing pixelated games. Other people don't mind that. For me, it's just, no, I'd like decent graphics. It also depends on the style they're going for. So obviously they went for a specific type style in these games. So you can note that in the gameplay. Other than that, I think the graphics is quite good. No complaints. Gameplay on both of these is not bad. Champions Arena is a lot smoother polished, I think, at this stage, whereas BigTime can be a little bit laggy and there might be some little bit of issues on some of the graphics as well. So when it comes to gameplay, it boils down to player preferences, what type of game you like. If you don't like turn-based RPGs, Champions Arena might not be for you. And then if you don't like MMOs, then BigTime might not be for you. Do you care about the Web 3 aspects of it, or don't you care? Both these games offer you the opportunity to play it as a Web 2 or a Web 3. In Champions Arena, you can buy an NFT to start earning if you care about the Web 3 aspects of it. In BigTime, you don't need to buy anything to start earning. So you can just earn in BigTime from the drops you get, whether those drops are crafting material or NFTs. The main thing, the grind here in BigTime is to get NFTs or NFT drops, and those you can sell. We'll get into some other play to earn aspects as well later on in this video. Whereas with Champions Arena, if you want to start earning, you have to buy an NFT. That NFT can be anything from $100 upwards, depending on the secondary market. So when the NFT sales were out, you were able to buy a champion for a minimum of $150. So I don't foresee it going below that for now, unless people are desperate to get out. But I don't think that's happening soon. In BigTime, you can grind to actually level up your character, and that's the main thing. You can keep on doing dungeons. There's quite a few dungeons to do. Do the dungeons, get parties, and with that, you can grind to get better armor, better gear, and improve. Now remember, everything in the game that you pay for, NFTs or stuff, in BigTime is cosmetic. So it does not improve your character, and it won't make you a better player or give you an advantage above other players. When we come to Champions Arena, basically you play the game, and by buying NFTs, you can buy better NFTs, better legendary champions, which will make your gameplay a lot easier. You'll be a lot more competitive in the arena. But as somebody that don't own an NFT, you can't go back and keep on grinding. Let's say go back to a previous level in your campaign and keep on grinding. If you've done your dailies, which takes you 5 or 10 minutes, and you're done, you can't progress really. You might get stuck on a level for a day or weeks on end. I've been stuck on a level or boss level in the campaign for 2 weeks at a time, and there's just no progression unless you actually start buying gems or upgrades, or you go and then you're forced to actually buy gems from the GALA store and then maybe take it from there and buy some more. Whereas with BigTime, everything is cosmetic. Now let's get a little bit deeper into the play and earn aspect of it. So with play and earn, on both aspects you can, or both games you can play and earn. However, Champions Arena, you first need to buy a champion. Like I said, this champion might cost you above $100. I think even above $150, depending on the champion and where you get it. BigTime, you don't need to buy anything. You just need a code. Go to Twitch, look for ambassador, and then see if you can get hold of a key to actually join the game and start playing. So there's no buy NFT or buy this to start playing. Next up, with Champions Arena, once you've gotten an NFT, you can start earning victory points in the arena, which will then be used to calculate your GALA earnings that you will receive the next day. In BigTime, you will be running dungeons, hoping for NFT drops, or even material drops that you can sell on the marketplace. The marketplace for BigTime is very good. Go on there, sell your stuff for dollars. They take a small cut of it. It's really not a lot. I think it's like 5%, maybe. And then you sell them for dollars, and then you can, if you wish to, you can buy armor or gear or space, land, whatever. And with that, and just keep in mind that anything you buy is all cosmetic. Like I said, it does not improve your character, as in will give you better odds of beating other players. Champions Arena, there's no marketplace. GALA don't see the priority in creating one at this stage. So if you want to sell any NFT, you've got to actually sell it on a third-party website like OpenSea. Now, other methods of earning, you can have a estate in Champions Arena. That will give you some other options in the future. This will be renting. You can play hopefully good enough to rank in the top 200, and then when minting scrolls, then you can convert any champion into a NFT. Whereas with BigTime, there's other options. If you're willing to spend money, you can buy space. Otherwise, you farm NFTs, use that money to buy the space, forges, time wardens, and then you can start crafting equipment, weapon, armor. Once again, all this will be cosmetic, but you can then sell them on the marketplace. There's already a renting system that's all in place already, not like Champions Arena, where currently there's no rental system. They're still talking about that coming in later on this year. No estimate date, but since we're dealing with GALA, that might be pushed back as well. So that's the basics of the play and earn aspect. So let's just jump onto the web and their websites and just go through some of the stuff just to give you an idea. When it comes to the websites, with BigTime, proper website, a proper wiki which acts as the light paper or white paper, all the information put together neatly and easy accessible. So finding all the information you require is very easy. When it comes to Champions Arena, they made a blog post. GALA made a blog post with some information on there. Hopefully it's everything you require. You will note you can get a legendary NFT minted for $1,300. So when it comes to a marketplace, OpenLoot is the marketplace for BigTime. GALA does not have a marketplace. So Champions Arena, if you want to sell your NFTs, you've got to do so on OpenSea or a other third-party website. So let's look at the marketplace for Champions Arena. You can sell your NFTs, you can sell premium currencies, and you can do your rentals. So as you can see, you can rent just about anything. You can even rent out your title. Everything, your emoji you can rent out. All this is active, it's live, it can be done already. You can rent out your weapon. So if you don't want to sell it, you can rent it out. Armor. Everything is rented out. Okay. So premium currencies. All these you can get as Dropz or craft them. If you spend money to have a space, you can craft them. Time crystals you can get as Dropz, but you can't sell them, you can purchase them. And prices is not ridiculous. Then obviously all your NFTs you can sell. Let's just stick to BigTime for now. Sell your NFTs. So if we look at my history, my transaction history, these are my withdrawals, $80 there. These are my sales, NFT drops that were sold. That one sold for quite a bit. As you can see, quite happy with that. Let's just go to my withdrawals. In the last 30 days, as you can see, $68 and $80 in the last 30 days. If I were to expand that to the last year, as you can see, $80 and $68 and $100. That's $240 worth of NFT drops without me investing anything into the game at all. So yeah, you can see it's very easy to do withdraw. Deposits is easy. Withdrawals is with USDC. So cost is very little. Definitely, they've made this whole process very easy. Once again, Champions Arena, got to go through the whole GALA process and then take it from there. The other thing also is the earnings from my Champions Arena less than one GALA a day, can be more, but it's a lot of grind. I know there's other people making a little bit more. They've got more NFTs. So definitely it is possible. You can have legendary NFTs, but the investment, in my opinion, is so high, you will never have a return on investment, even though GALA keep on telling us that. Don't see it as an investment. So that is basically the web pages. So if we were to go back and let's talk about my final thoughts on this. Okay, so my final thoughts on this is it's two different types of games depending on the gameplay you like. But for the focus that we are focusing on play and earn, in my opinion, it's clear that it's better to spend your time in BigTime. You can get better drops. Alright, I'll admit that the downside is that you might play for a couple of days or weeks without getting a NFT drop. That is the downside of it. However, you will still get materials as drops, which you can also accumulate and also sell. When you're looking at Champions Arena, you have to buy an NFT. It is quite costly to buy that NFT. Then you've got to play. You get to a point where you can't progress anymore unless you really spend. Your progression becomes basically nothing because you can only do your dailies, and you might get stuck in a campaign for weeks on end without the possibility of beating the NPCs because it's just not possible. So you can't go back in Champions Arena, replay previous campaigns or whatever to get more experience, to grind more. So basically you can't progress in Champions Arena unless you spend more. So it's a big investment to start earning, and then to be competitive, to be top 200, to earn, let's say, minting scrolls, to mint NFTs, your heroes becomes costly. You have to spend, and you have to basically fork out, and making it a pay to win type game. Whereas with BigTime, it's all about cosmetics. You're paying for cosmetics. If you don't mind the cosmetics, you can run around naked or ugly armor, it doesn't matter. Just do that. The only thing is, if you don't have, let's say, a full set of cosmetics, you might not be able to join all the dungeons, the prestige dungeons as requirements. But I understand why it's there. It is annoying. It might become a problem in the future because finding teams in BigTime is somewhat of a hassle. This is another downfall of BigTime. You can struggle to find teams. People come and go in your groups. So finding a group that can actually farm and continue playing for hours on end can be problematic. However, that said, if you've got some friends, make up a team and you can keep on going. If you've got a guild, go for that. Make teams. It becomes quite a lot of fun. There's quite a few dungeons to do. A lot more diverse than Champions Arena. So that is my 2 cents on it. In my opinion, if it's all about play and earn, I would suggest going with BigTime. Other than that, if it's not about that, play whatever you like, the type of game you like, and enjoy yourself. Both of them are not too bad to play. They are fun. So yeah. The other thing is with BigTime, you've got 4 classes straight away available. So there's apart from the dungeons, a lot of diversity of gameplay styling as well. Champions Arena got over 70 champions, and the odds is you will never own all those champions. You can't grind towards a specific champion because it's all RNG. You can spend $1 million buying tokens and trying to mint or pull these champions with the RNG, and you might end up never getting it because the legendary champions has a less than 0.01% chance of actually getting drawn. So that, guys, let me know what you guys think. What is your preferred game? What would you prefer playing? And what is your opinion? Will things change in the future? Just let me know in the description. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.